I'd like to talk about internet, and it won't drag this out on internet, but we all know here that the internet on the support side and in Italy is not where we probably are used to it in the U.S. Probably depends on where you come from in the U.S., but most places I think are maybe a little bit faster, a little bit better connected, a little more fiber optic wire in most places in the U.S. After the last outage that lasted for about a day and a half, 2 days for Telecom Italia here on the support site, we brought Telecom Italia in, and they promised that they would upgrade the systems to make them a little more persistent and durable and better working. And you probably have seen people out on the streets digging in orange vests and with spools of cable, and that's the telecom folks. They have made good on their promise, and they've been laying the fiber optic cable around the support site. They haven't connected it yet to all of the housing, but that's the next step, and it's going to be done towards the end of March is what they're looking at. So every apartment on the base and base housing on support site should have upgraded fiber optic internet service by the end of March is what we're looking at. Now, two other things I wanted to mention. So one is the living pattern survey and the COLA survey that is out there for people to sign up with. It's going to go on until January 31st, and this is really important. The Department of Defense uses this survey that we, the community, fills out to calculate the updates to the cost of living allowance, and it's important to get that right as we can. And it's within our control to go out there and fill this out. We're down, I think, at 7% or 14% completion. They want to get at least 30% of the community or a lot higher to have a good feel for what the expenses are. And so you might say, so what? Why would I care to fill this out? But really, what you do when you fill it out is you take control of what your expenses are and what the COLA calculations are, as opposed to somebody that sits in an office somewhere not where you live, figuring out what the COLA should be and those things. So there's a lot of inputs that go into it. And it's an important survey. It's at and this is tough to do over the radio, but maybe we can put it on the Facebook as well. https www.defensetravel.dod.mil/site/lps-italy.cfm, and maybe we can put that on the FN website with a little ad. So it's up until the 31st of January.
A lot of folks were commenting on the old ATM in the Navy Lodge. It was old and problematic. A lot of times it would go down for maintenance, and that was the only ATM on support site that would give Euro. So they replaced that one. I guess it's been 6-8 months.
At least, yeah, but almost a year.
And that's now over in the next to the food court theater entrance across the hallway.
With Luigi's big picture right next to it.
Mr. Amato's picture. Next, right across from the Navy Federal ATM. So that was replaced really due to community, requesting, hey, this one's always giving us trouble. So we finally got action on it and replaced that ATM. So the comment is, can we have more on Capo and support site? It's a good suggestion. We'll look into it, but I think our community here, compared to the larger community, is we've probably got the right proportion of ATMs to population. But we'll look into it. It's a good comment. So we'll look into that one. Another one is the gym hours. So we moved a lot of folks from Capo to support site, the single sailor move, and that went very well. About 237 sailors moved over here to support site. Can we increase the gym hours or make it a 24/7 gym like Capitolino? We were on that track. We're looking into it, but unfortunately we can't make it a 24-hour gym over here. We have to get a waiver for that from Commander Naval Installations Command, but we can increase the hours, and we're going to do that. So it's a staffing issue, funding. So we can't make it 24/7, but we're going to increase the hours. Starting February 1, we're going to increase from 96 hours to 103 hours. And then again in March, we're going to increase it again to 113 hours. So an extra hour in the morning, I think 05 to 2200 Monday through Friday, and then an extra hour on the weekends. And then it'll increase again starting March 1st. Another comment we've had was about mold. We get a couple mold comments every now and again from housing resident. What should I do if I notice mold in my apartment? And the first thing you should do is call housing. The housing trouble desk number 629-4285 or 629-4286, and someone should be out to check out your mold condition within 24 hours.